a cry of an age, a whisper of a heart, and the fate that binds two cities together. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. We lived in an age of reason, yet madness reigned. There was light, yet shadows walked beside it. Hope stirred within us, but despair never left our side. A time when all values were upturned, when the world itself teetered on the edge of change. Two cities, London and Paris, stood as mirrors of each other. Two faces of humanity. Two intertwined destinies. France. Under the looming shadow of the Bastille, a crumbling order suffocates a weary people. The nobility feast in gilded halls while the poor starve in filth, scraping for crusts of bread. Justice belongs to the privileged. For the commoner, it's a dream long dead. Voices are silenced, lives erased. But beneath the silence, a scream waits, growing louder, angrier, more desperate. And soon that scream will tear through the iron bars of history. England, quiet, ordered, seemingly stable. But here, too, justice stumbles. The law is a game played by the wealthy, the courtroom, a theater where truth and falsehood often change costumes. It is a land of civility hiding deep cracks beneath its surface. Into this world, a man is returned from the dead. In a forgotten cell of the Bastille, for 18 years, Dr. Alexandre Manette has been buried alive. A once renowned physician, he had uncovered a noble family's dark secret, and was punished not with death, but with erasure. Alone he descended into madness, clinging only to a shoemaker's bench and the rhythm of his broken memories. But then, a voice calls out to him. "Father!" A light pierces the gloom. It is Lucy Manette, the daughter he never knew, but who has never stopped waiting. Gentle, radiant, filled with unwavering love, she reaches for the father time tried to take from her. With tenderness and devotion, she brings him back from the edge of madness. Slowly, painfully, he begins to remember. He speaks. He walks. He returns to the world of the living. They move to London, where time passes. Lucy grows into a young woman whose grace and warmth draw hearts like the sun draws flowers. Two men begin to orbit her. The first, Charles Darnay, refined, kind, noble in heart. He is French, descended from the aristocratic Evremond family, yet he has turned his back on his lineage, ashamed of the cruelty it represents. He has made a life in England, one of honesty and humility. He falls in love with Lucy and wins her heart. The second, Sidney Carton, a brilliant but broken man. A legal assistant, he hides his intelligence beneath cynicism and drink. Wasted potential wrapped in shadows, he drifts through life as if waiting for it to end. But when he meets Lucy, something stirs. In her presence, he remembers what it means to feel. He loves her, not possessively, not desperately, but with quiet, aching reverence. One day, Carton speaks to Lucy. "My life has been wasted, but know this. If ever your life, or the life of someone you love, should be endangered, I would give mine without hesitation. That, at least, would give it meaning." Lucy, moved but gentle, listens with compassion. She cannot love him, but she never forgets his words. Lucy marries Charles Darnay. They build a home, filled with laughter and light. A daughter is born. The past seems buried. But across the sea, Paris burns. The Bastille falls. The revolution, long whispered, explodes into the open. Nobles are dragged from their mansions, titles stripped, estates seized. The guillotine rises, swift, merciless, and always hungry. Darnay receives a plea from a former servant, imprisoned and desperate. Moved by loyalty, he returns to France, concealing his identity. But his name, Evremond, is a curse. He is arrested. A noble by blood is now a criminal by decree. Lucy, with her father and child, rushes to Paris. Dr. Manette, once a prisoner of the Bastille, is now revered by the revolutionaries. His testimony temporarily saves Darnay. For a brief moment, hope glows. Then comes the letter, pulled from the darkness of the Bastille, a document written by Dr. Manette himself decades ago during his imprisonment. In it, he details the atrocities committed by the Evremond brothers, the violation of a peasant girl, the murder of her brother, the suffering they inflicted. The letter ends with a curse on the family's name. Now, that letter becomes Darnay's sentence. Though he did not commit the crimes, his blood carries their legacy. He is condemned to die. Dr. Manette collapses, shattered by the cruel twist of fate. Lucy is stricken, and in the shadows Carton watches, silent, solemn, steady. He steps into the fire. He visits the prison. He arranges an exchange. Through gold and cunning he takes Darnay's place. Their resemblance fools the guards. Darnay is drugged and smuggled away. Lucy, child in arms, flees with him, unaware of the price being paid. Carton remains. He walks the path toward the guillotine not with fear but with purpose. He is calm, peaceful, redeemed. Beside him, a young seamstress, doomed like him, whispers, "You are not afraid. Why?" And he smiles, a soft, distant smile. "It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known." The blade falls, a life ends, but Carton's death breathes life into others. Lucy lives, her child grows, and each year they speak his name, the man who gave all expecting nothing, the soul who found redemption not in glory but in sacrifice. Because sometimes a single life can redeem many, and sometimes the bridge between two cities is a heart that chooses to love, silently, completely, and without return. Some lives pass quietly, but one moment makes them eternal. Some deaths give birth to hope. And sometimes the only revolution we need is love.